rocking with the best. Debates get hot, boy. I am so many fresh. I talk cash money like I'm Birdman. Tackle topic straight on, no swerving. All facts is what I'm serving. No one's better or more deserving than me. I bring that heat like Miami on a whole nother level like a Motani. I prove points by helping you visualize, using data that's analyzed by eagle eyes. Get your mind right and act like you know. You are now tuned into the Real Untouchable podcast.
Hey, what it do, sports world, and welcome to the Real Untouchable podcast, man, with me, Ray Diggs. It's so good to be back, y'all. It's the episode tonight is special for me because it is one of my favorite players of all time, which is Maya Moore. Everybody know I love Maya Moore. But I want to ask y'all this question: is Juju Watkins, USC star, Juju Watkins, the best female basketball player you've ever seen? Now, before I get started, man, make sure you hit the like button, the subscribe button, and also the share button. Make sure you all give me your feedback on what you all think about this segment. But like I said, it's good to be back. Good to be back on the podcast, y'all. It's a early Sunday morning. It's midnight right now. But I had to get these podcasts done. So, is Juju Watkins, USC star, sophomore guard, the best women's basketball player you have ever seen? I know some people is going to come out and say, of course not. We just saw Caitlin Clark last season. Okay, that's a cool argument. But I'm going to go back to USC. I'm going to go back to UConn star, Maya Moore. Maya Moore is the best female basketball player I have ever seen with my own two eyes. And now I got the stats pulled up right here. Maya Moore versus Juju Watkins. And they are kind of the same player, but a little bit different. First of all, I look at Maya Moore. Maya Moore went to USC, a team that she built. USC was a losing team until she got there. Now they are one of the best teams in all of women's college basketball. Maya Moore got to UConn. They was already one of those powerhouses teams, but she just excelled them. Now, let's talk about Juju Watkins. She's a high scoring, especially in big games. A lot of people don't like what she do. A lot of people say she don't pass enough. But Juju Watkins is a scorer. She's a playmaker. She can pass. Maya Moore was known for all of her all-around game. She can score, she can rebound, and she gets steals. In the WNBA, Maya Moore averaged 19 points per game in her career, 8 rebounds, and three steals. Now, everybody know that Maya Moore ended up 4-time WNBA champion. She ended up retiring early because, she had to go out and take care of her now husband, get him out of prison. It was a friend at first. Now it's her husband. And she retired. She was, like I said, 4-time WNBA champion, WNBA MVP, and WNBA All-Star. She done it all. College stats, 19 points per game, 5 assists a game, career high, 4 assists. In 29 minutes, she shot almost 45% from the field, 40% from long range, and almost 87% from the free throw line. Okay. And in her career at UConn, she was 150-4 record over her 4-year career and had 4 Final Four appearances, 2 national championships. Now, Juju, she's young. She's a high-scoring phenom in college. While Maya Moore was a WNBA proven, she did it all, college and the WNBA. But right now, I cannot say that she's better than Maya Moore. I love Juju. She has turned around this USC program. But I cannot say that she's the best female basketball player I've ever seen. Because I've seen Maya Moore. I've seen Shamika Holdsclaw. I've seen Kansas Parker. I've seen Breanna Stewart. Those are players right there that I feel like are the best female basketball player I've ever seen. I saw Cheryl Swoop, Tina Thompson. Those players right there, right now, I just feel like is far ahead. Now, I will say this. Juju Watkins, I think that if she stays healthy, and she continue what she's doing, she will be the best female basketball player that you have ever seen. When I looked at Maya Moore, I used to say she was the female version of Michael Jordan with the fadeaway that she had. She could dribble. She can pretty much do everything on the basketball court. I used to be like, Maya Moore reminds me of Michael Jordan. Now, when I look at her play, and like I said before, man, Maya Moore's career was cut short early by her retiring. But Maya Moore could have pretty much cemented herself as the greatest of all time if she kept playing. Because honestly, she won 4 WNBA championships. I think she would at least won 6. I think she wins 2 more easily with the Minnesota Lynx. So right now, Juju Watkins is not the best female basketball player I've ever seen, but she's on her way to being it. She has some competition because she have Caitlin Clark, she have Aja Wilson, like she have players that that's going to be competing. But we got to think about it. Juju Watkins is only a sophomore, and in her sophomore year, she's right now. In her freshman year, she averaged 27 points per game. This year, she's averaging 24, close to 25 points per game this season. Scoring went down because she got better player. She got a post player now, so she had to give her the ball more. But Juju Watkins is on her way. And I got one question. I answered my question. No, she's not. She's not the best female basketball player I've ever seen. She may be the best at this age. At 19 years old, she's definitely probably the best that I've seen at 19. But I want to ask this right here to ESPN and all these big platforms. Why is it that you all are not talking about Juju Watkins more like y'all talked about Caitlin Clark last year? Answer that question for us. Us as fans want to know this. Why is it that you all are not talking about talking about Juju Watkins like y'all talked about Caitlin Clark last year? Because Juju Watkins is a hell of a player. She has turned around a team that was pretty much in a dumpster fire, and she turned that team around. She turned around the USC Trojans. So why is it that ESPN is not talking about her more? Yeah, we get it. She getting the shoe deals and she getting everything that she need. But okay, somebody just said because she's a sophomore. Nobody gives a damn because she's a sophomore. Nobody cares. Because at the end of the day, she's a star. She's the best player in women's college basketball. We need to talk about her more. Because she's transcended. She's generational. Yes, she is a generational talent. And I don't care if she's a sophomore. I don't give a damn if she was a freshman. We need to talk about. I want them to talk about Juju Watkins like they talked about Caitlin Clark last season. Because guess what? I'm going to enjoy the next 2 years of watching her dominate women's college basketball. Because that's exactly what she's going to do. When I tell y'all, this right here is one of the best players that I have ever laid my eyes on. Not the best, but she's definitely one of them. Whatever the fuck I want, basically said because she's a sophomore. Cool. Cool. Okay. She's a sophomore. Also, he also said they treat her like she's the best. If she stays in college long enough to break records, they will. Okay, cool. I think that she's gonna stay in college 4 years. She definitely gonna stay 4 years, but I just don't feel like they talk about her enough. Like when you turn to Sports Center or ESPN, when you turn on ESPN, you never hear them really talk about Juju Watkins. And I just feel like you should talk about somebody like this. Like this is, we need to really, honestly, appreciate Juju, because I honestly feel like I do think it's some hell of a players that's coming behind her. That kid, that young lady down there from South Carolina, I became a hell of a fan of her. I love her. I love her game. I honestly think that she should be the starting point guard for South Carolina. But that's out of my hand, and I feel like Dawn Staley, she know more than me. But I just feel like they should talk about her more. And yes, I think that if she stay in college, she's gonna break and own all the scoring records easily. winning the national championship unless they get at least one or two more good players that can come beside her and do what she do. I don't think they'll win a national championship. And that is what's going to separate why I think that, in my eyes, in college, she'll probably be one of the best. She'll probably be the greatest scorer in college history. And we're gonna look at her just like how I think we look at Caitlin Clark. Yeah, McMillan. Yeah, McMillan from Rutgers is a beast. She's a beast as well. Yeah, she is. I love her. I love her as well. Women's college basketball is in a good place. Women's college basketball is in a good place right now. You are on the money when you're saying that McMillan from Rutgers. But when I tell you they got some females that's getting ready to come out of that's in high school right now. It's one young lady, Chavez from Texas. I don't know where she's going. I think she's getting ready to pick up college. That young lady is a baller. Like, she's really a baller. Sarah, what's her name? The young lady from Sarah Strong from UConn. Baller. I'm talking about dominant as a true freshman. But when I look at Juju, if Juju don't win a national championship, we're gonna look at her the same way how we look at Caitlin Clark. Like, she was a hell of a young college player that didn't win the big game, that could not get over that hump. And I think that's what's going to separate. And a lot of people are going to be like, well, you got to understand, Maya Moore, Breanna Stewart had help. That is definitely, you are correct. I said this at the beginning of this podcast. I said that Maya Moore, UConn was already winning national championship when Maya Moore got there. She just made them even more dominant. Same thing, I look at the same thing for Caitlin Clark. When she went to Iowa was not winning. Same thing with Juju. They changed around an entire school, college. When Juju got there, USC was trash. When Caitlin Clark got to Iowa, they was not that good. And next thing you know, they was playing for a national championship. Juju, her first year as a true freshman. Look at what she did. So when we look at these young ladies right now, they could have easily, like I said, Juju could have easily went to South Carolina and probably won a national championship her first season. That is the reason why I'm gonna, when her career is over with, that's what's gonna separate her, is because she went to a school that wasn't UConn or wasn't South Carolina. And if she can win a national championship, I honestly feel like I gotta put her at number one of the greatest female women college basketball player of all time, because she went to a school that wasn't on top of the college basketball world, like a UConn, like a South Carolina, like a Notre Dame. Notre Dame is a hell of a good team as well. Okay. Okay. He said that the reason Clark is consistent is in contested. What rotation is because she's a scorer, but also the best facilitator in the game. Now, I'm gonna comment on that. Caitlin Clark, I like Caitlin Clark. I'm not a big fan of her, but I like her. She's good. But I will say this right here. I think Caitlin Clark had to change her game to how she changed it. If you think about it, when she was struggling, what did she do? She turned her game from being a scorer to being a John Stockton. She turned her game into, okay, if I can't hit, she got smarter. And I think that's what Juju is going to have to do as well. Because we watch game with Juju, and you're right. You're definitely right. Because she is one of the best facilitators in the game. But this is the thing that I think that Juju is going to have to learn. And if I was her, I would learn it sooner rather than later. Because when Caitlin Clark was struggling, what did she do? She started to pretty much facilitate. I'm gonna get my other players involved. And what did that do? That got her assist. Exactly. She led the assist, led the nation in assist. So, and the same thing as when she was in the WNBA, her rookie year in the WNBA. When her first year in the WNBA, she was struggling at the beginning of the season with her shooting. And what did she do? She turned it to John Stockton. Now she's averaging all these assists. Now it's almost, and if she continue to get better in her passing, and then she start back with the scoring, she's gonna be the most complete WNBA player. I don't think anybody can stop that, and I think that's what Juju is gonna have to do as well. When your shot is not falling, like last game, Juju came out there and she shot 9 for 28. That's a lot of shot. Yes, she do. She got very high basketball IQ. But this is what I'm saying, Juju, if she do not learn how to like facilitate when she's having an off game, she is most likely gonna have these games where she go for 9 for 28. And if she can mess around and get like a Caitlin Clark and be a facilitator, she is with her jumper in her offensive game, she's pretty much gonna be unstoppable. Like, I don't think anybody can stop her. That's why I like Paige Becker so much. Paige Becker, she can shoot, she can score, but she's a point guard. And that's what I think about Juju. I think that Juju game is so young right now, but I think once she start understanding how good she is, yeah, exactly. See, Juju is bigger, stronger, and faster. She would be the best player in the game. Exactly. That's exactly how I feel. If she can mess around and figure out, okay, if my shot is not falling. Same thing Steph Curry do. I honestly feel like Caitlin Clark took a page out of Steph Curry's book, because when Steph Curry is off, what do? He turned into John Stockton. So you know that they're going to double team you. You know that they're going to try to be physical with you. And what do? He gets everybody else involved. Draymond Green, that's when he'll have a big game, kind of like tonight. And that is how Caitlin Clark was. That's how Juju is going to have to figure out how to play. I like that right there. So I honestly feel like if Juju can figure out the game, hey, when my shot is not falling, I need to turn into, instead of having 5 assists, get that 5 up to about 13 or 14. If she does that, she's going to be unstoppable. But before I close out this podcast, man, thank you for the feedback, man. I definitely appreciate it. And you was right by a lot of everything, pretty much everything that you said. With Caitlin Clark, I think Caitlin Clark is gonna, if she continues to get better and she's getting bigger, she's getting stronger. So I think she's gonna be able to handle the WNBA game more this year. With her physique, with her getting bigger, getting muscular. I think she'll be able to handle the physicality of the WNBA game. And if she can do that with her scoring skills and also her passing skills, she's easily going to be at least top 2, top 3 players in the WNBA. So to answer the question that I asked, is Juju Watkins the best women's basketball player I've ever seen? She's not. She's not in my top 5 yet. She's not even in my top 5 yet. But it's always a but. If she continue to get better and she figure this game out, watch out. Because her and Caitlin Clark is probably going to run this game. They're going to probably run the WNBA because they got the one thing that a lot of players don't have at their age. They got a shot. They can shoot good. Just like Steph Curry. He can play in the NBA as long as he wants to. Why? Because he can score. But hey, man, y'all let me know what y'all think. Let me know what y'all think about Juju Watkins. Do the women's college basketball, do ESPN talk about her enough? Or do they talk about her just enough? All right. My boy right here, he just said, like I said, and maybe he's right. Maybe they will continue to talk about it because she still got 2 more years left for college. She's a true sophomore. Maybe they will talk about her more. Okay. But y'all let me know what y'all think. Until next time, man, make sure y'all tune in to the next podcast. I will be talking about my beloved Kansas Jayhawks. Or is it time for us to move away from our Hall of Fame head coach Bill Self? I'll let y'all know what I think. But y'all let me know what y'all think about this segment, and let me know. Make sure y'all tune in to the next segment of the Real Untouchable Podcast. Until next time, y'all have a great night, y'all. Peace.